Ringo TV Reactions, back at you again with another one. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe.
Young nigga about that paper. 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 Yeah. True man, I'm free. I wake up a new episode. I pop out clean as can be up a level though. She talk to me like I'm not me. I get it though. Yeah. I'm so eclectic, on me to the credits roll. Talk down to me, they might have to send medical. I'm out the league, I'm OD, they pathetic though. Look how I move, I'm protected. Shawty so swoon in my presence. The world going through it outside, they unruly, but I keep it cool, they can't press me. I keep it pure with intention. They see what I'm on, ain't no vixen. I might slide through with that top down. I keep it tuned with a high power. Put it on me, I'm blessed. Young nigga blessed. Big bag, manifest the sky, no stress. Keep no evil around me, can't ground me. I built it since when I had less. No hex on, God can't pause, nigga, look at how far we progress. Whatever we doing, we keeping it fluid, I don't see a thing. Young nigga about that paper. 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 Hop on that jet, had to switch to the coast. One of a kind, I've been playing that role. They pay me to play me, I needed it for. It's real if I said I meant what I spoke. I'm legend, it's written, I shake up the city. Spin block till I'm dizzy, won't ever go broke. I'm chose, I must like do it a top down. I keep in tune with a high power. Put it on me, I'm blessed. Young nigga blessed. Big bag, manifest the sky, no stress. Keep no evil around me, can't ground me. I built it since when I had less. No hex on, God can't pause, nigga, look at how far we progress. Whatever we doing, we keeping it fluid, I don't see a thing. Young nigga about that paper. 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 Put it on me, I'm blessed. Big bag, but I feel the sky, no stress. Can't ground me, I know this since when I had less. Look at how far we progress. Lord, I don't see a threat.
We've got some breaking news out of Georgia in the polygamist cult leader trial. Defendant Eligio Nature Boy Bishop is asking the judge to dismiss his attorney, and things are getting heated. If you are new to this case, Bishop is on trial for allegedly raping one of his cult followers and releasing revenge porn. The defense's case is starting today, and the heated arguments started up moments ago. We're going to pick up from there.
Yes. The state's suggestion is that the court make clear that Mr. Bishop has two options under the Sixth Amendment, and he needs to select from one of those two options.
Yes. All right, Mr. Bishop. The options are: 1, you can proceed with Mr. Booker. 2, you can fire Mr. Booker and you can proceed pro se. If you want to do that, we have to have what's called a Ferretti hearing, and I need to advise you on the record of all of the dangers in doing so. The COVID issue has been resolved. The attorneys are fine going forward. The jurors are fine going forward. I'm wearing a mask. It's not an issue. So CDC guidelines are changing. Anyway, so that ship has sailed. We are going forward with this trial. We're in the middle of it. If you want to have a different attorney, you don't get to choose a different attorney in the middle of the trial. We don't stop for you to get a new lawyer. You either proceed with Mr. Booker or you proceed by yourself, period. Two choices. Those are the only ones you have.
Is that on record?
Yes, everything is on the record.
Okay, I would like to fire my attorney if I can find new counsel.
That is not an option. Okay, you're not listening to me, Mr. Bishop. The options are proceed with Mr. Booker or proceed without an attorney. Those are the two options you have at this juncture, period. Nobody in the back can help you. Look at me. I'm talking to you. Two options: proceed with Mr. Booker or proceed pro se and represent yourself, which is a terrible, terrible, terrible idea.
Why is that my only two options?
That's the law, Mr. Bishop, period. That's the law.
So I'm not allowed to seek other counsel?
Not in the middle of trial. No, sir.
Even if I'm not being represented right?
Sir, that's the ruling. Do not argue with me.
Is that on record?
Everything is on record, Mr. Bishop. Everything is on the record. So what do you want to do? You either proceed with Mr. Booker or you proceed without an attorney, but we're not stopping the trial for you to get a new lawyer. That's not how this works.
What about the COVID?
We've already discussed that, sir. You have a mask, I have a mask, we have hand sanitizers, the jurors are fine with it, counsel's fine with it, we are way more than 5 feet away from each other. So that's, you're trying everything you can to not go forward with this trial. But,
because I'm not being treated fair.
okay, you are entitled to your opinion, Mr. Bishop, I'm not going to argue with you, but we are moving forward with the trial. One way or the other. If you're concerned about COVID and you want to stay in the back and do not want to participate in the trial, that is also your right. And we'll try you an extension. That is considered a voluntary absence from court.
Really?
Really?
Because I don't want to be in here and be exposed to COVID?
Then you can sit in the back and we can try the case in your
So
absence.
I don't have the right to have any opinion about this.
I don't even understand that question. Those are your choices.
Meaning like make a decision on my behalf.
Okay. Mr. Bishop, this is the last time I'm going to tell you your options, okay? As far as counsel, you either proceed with Mr. Booker or you represent yourself, period. You do not get to stop the trial to hire a new attorney. Number one. Number two, COVID. I've discussed this with counsel. We've mentioned it to the jurors. Everybody is fine with going forward. We have masking in place. We have provided you with a mask. We have hand sanitizer. COVID's been going on for 4 years, folks. We got to figure out how to live with this. We are way more than 5 feet apart, and the CDC guidelines are in the process of changing anyway with respect to the isolation rules. Well, they haven't changed yet. They are in the process of changing them to eliminate the isolation requirements and just to require masks. I am wearing a mask. I will wear a mask throughout the entire trial. So that if you're not comfortable with that, and you want to sit in lockup during the course of the trial, that is your right. And that will be considered a voluntary absence from the proceeding.
Will I be able to hear what's going on?
Nope. There's no feed back there. Nope, you wouldn't be able to hear it. So it's up to you.
So,
2 choices, sir. Proceed or it's go in the back. That's it.
and this is on record.
Everything, yes, everything is on record. Everything I'm saying is on the record. So the appellate courts can hear it. If they think I handled it improperly, they'll have their discretion to do whatever they deem appropriate. So you need to decide now what you're doing.
He's slow, man. Something wrong with him.
Do you want to stay in the courtroom for the remainder of the proceeding, Mr. Bishop, and participate in this trial?
Participate?
Yes. Testify, not testify, be here when witnesses testify.
Whether I'm here or not, this is going to go forward.
Yes, that is correct. That is correct.
Who will be representing me if I fire my lawyer?
You will represent yourself. Those are your
Okay, and
instructions.
if I represent myself and not choose to be in the court, then who will represent?
Nobody. Nobody.
Okay, well, I wanted to fire my attorney and not be in court.
Okay. All right. So that means, if that is the case, you want to fire Mr. Booker and you want to remain in the courtroom. You want to remain in lockup, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so that means there will be no, if you fire Mr. Booker, that means no witnesses are going to testify on your behalf. We will be presenting no evidence and we will move right into the closing arguments.
So are you saying that I'm not allowed to defend myself?
That's not what I'm saying at all. You have a right to defend yourself. You have Mr. Booker here who, again, is doing an outstanding job on your behalf.
Not in my opinion.
I told you your options, so decide what you want to do. Do you want to go talk to your client in the back? Okay, let's take 5 minutes.
If he wants to, we'll make him.
Go talk.
This guy.
Oh, I like this judge. She is not putting up with the nature boy's antics. Now, they took a recess there, and because we rewound the tape back to show you that back and forth and the things he was saying about what if I just don't show up, who's going to represent me, all that. It was a little bit of an Adam Montgomery type situation, wasn't it? If I just stay in lockup, what happens? Well, after they conferred, Mr. Bishop decided not to fire his attorney. Smart move, as the judge noted. His attorney, Robert Booker, is going to continue to represent him, going to continue to stay in the courtroom with him, and the trial is going to proceed as it has been. The defense has since called some witnesses as well.
Okay, so where do we begin? Nature Boy. Those of you that don't know, I've been exposing Nature Boy for a very long time. I've been exposing the fact that he been abusing women, misleading the people. But I would also like to put out there that the women who participated with his cult were all willing participants. This is something that a lot of people are just not considering for the case. Now, Nature Boy's done. Like, he's finished, because what we just witnessed right there is proof that he's not really who he claimed to be. Remember, Nature Boy claimed that he was God. He claimed that he is all-seeing, all-knowing, and have all this power. But as we can see in the court, he don't have no power. So it's very evident that he misled a lot of people into believing he's the spiritual leader. A lot of women been ran through by the likes of Nature Boy. A lot of women in today's culture typically have issues, especially with polygyny, because they seen how he handled women. And even from back then, I used to tell a lot of ladies, what you see Nature Boy doing is not polygyny. He is a male who is also bisexual. This is something that a lot of people don't know. I've exposed all of this with the receipts to show that he get down with women and he get down with men. And these are facts. You can literally look this up all over social media. This is what he does. So what I want to put out there is that this trial is going to end bad for him. He don't realize that yet, but he's done. It's over. What I want to talk about is the fact that the women that were a part of his club were all willing participants. Now, I know the trial is going on and they're saying that he raped a woman and he put out video footage and all this other stuff. As much as it sounds shocking and, you know, women are going to jump on board because they don't like him. And of course, Nature Boy is a scumbag. He deserves everything that's coming his way. I need for the community to know that the women that have joined his cult were willing participants. These are not victims. You know, these women are not victims, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to present some evidence to substantiate my points, because a lot of people are under the guise of Nature Boy abusing women and doing all this other stuff. As much as you want to call him a monster, that's nice. But we have to hold the women accountable. And that's something in this society that never gets done. Women are never held accountable for anything they do. And I think that is sad, it's disgusting, and it needs to stop. It needs to stop. We got to stop doing this. These women were willing participants, right? As you can see, based on this photo here, you can see that you have what is appeared to be Nature Boy being worshipped as a god. All of these women are supposed to be his wives, which mean he's laying with all of these women. These women are not forced to do anything. These women literally give this man their money. They give this man their body. These women are delusional. This is what happens when you are under the mind control of a pastor, a preacher, a false prophet. they'll keep you under strong delusion. And this is what Nature Boy had over these women. He had them under strong delusion and mind control. Case in point, if we can look at some more evidence here, is the case of Nature Boy and this particular woman here. I'm pretty sure you've seen this image a lot. You've seen a lot of this woman here with Nature Boy, and you would think that this is a good couple and, you know, they're all in love and, you know, they had kids and whatnot. And we're going to get to content with her in another separate video where she's trying to, I guess, expose Nature Boy as a horrible monster and how she was forced to do this and she was forced to do that. She wasn't forced to do a damn thing. This young lady here is very interesting. I believe she go by the name Velvet, if I'm correct. Correct me if I'm wrong. But Velvet is an interesting character because she used to talk to this guy. You know, she used to talk to this guy right here. That guy right there used to be her man, used to be the one in whom she was with when they were in the camp. And she left him to go get with Nature Boy. So I'm trying to figure out, how was that forced? You understand? You know? Because again, ladies and gentlemen, people are painting Nature Boy as a monster, and he is a monster. Don't get me wrong. He is definitely a demon from hell. But at the same time, the women that were a part of his cult were willing participants. We're talking about women that signed up to be a part of the show. And it's something that people don't take into consideration. If we can get back to that point here, hold on a second, fam. Let me see. Someone's at my front door. Don't worry about that. I don't have to get it. So based on what we're seeing here, ladies and gentlemen, this guy here, I forgot his name. This particular individual, his name was, man, I forgot his name. But this guy was heartbroken because he had a lot of love for this woman, a lot of love. And Nature Boy stole his woman, left him heartbroken. I did videos about this all back in the day. I did many videos. I exposed their whole camp. Nature Boy had all his wives walking around naked. He would have them engaging in sexual acts together. There is video footage where you see Velvet engaging in sexual activity with other women on camera, willingly, not being forced, not being coerced. She willingly was participating in the lifestyle. And this is something that a lot of people don't consider. Again, ladies and gentlemen, we're not here to defend Nature Boy. We believe that Nature Boy is facing judgment. He needs to be under the prison. He needs to serve a long time behind bars for the charges. If found guilty, there needs to be a lot of penalties on this particular guy because he's a demon from the depths of hell that have been destroying many lives, many women and men. Because again, for those that are in the overflow listening, again, Nature Boy is not just into women, he's also into men. And this is something y'all don't understand. This guy worked at a gay strip club. That's right. We're not giving you no false information. We're giving you accurate information here, ladies and gentlemen. Nature Boy worked at a gay strip club where he would engage in stripping for the entertainment and the pleasure of men. Now, again, there is no way that a masculine man who respect himself would indulge in such activity. But we've exposed all of these details, all of these things from his own mouth. He talked about this, and he did it for the love of money and because he wanted to attract men. We've uncovered videos where it has been alleged that Nature Boy have been involved with the very men in his cult. on the low key. So it's not like he's just sexually active with women, but also with men. We've seen video where men were giving him foot massages and worshiping at his feet. Grown men we're talking about were massaging his legs, and it's like, it's very disturbing to watch, because it's like, who would do that type of stuff, you know? But getting back to the point here, Velvet had a father that passed away, right? During the beginning stages when Velvet was in this cult, she was a willing participant. Her father used to make videos trying to save his daughter. He used to cry, and he wanted his daughter out the camp. And he'd been trying to get his daughter's attention for so long. And she was rebelling against her daddy for a long time. Her daddy tried to give her opportunities to leave the camp. You understand? And that's the pop's name, Marquez. Is that the guy's name? To Courtney M. Is her father name Marquez? Correct me if I'm wrong, or are you talking about a loved one? I need to make sure, because I don't know exactly his name, but I need to know if that is the pop's name. But nonetheless, I don't think that you're viewing the stream live. I think that you're behind a couple of minutes. People, be sure to click the red dot near the live symbol so that you're up to speed where I'm speaking. A lot of times people be, 10 minutes behind, and they're not viewing the stream while I'm speaking. So it's like, when I'm looking at the live chat, it's you'll be communicating late, which means you're not really paying attention to the live stream. So I'm not going to really communicate with Courtney at this point, because she's probably way in the back, and I don't want to keep wasting time. So that being said, moving forward, Velvet was always a willing participant. Now, I got some more details I want to bring in before we, well, let me speak first, and then what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at some more footage, because we already looked at the situation right there with the news, but I want to focus in on Velvet trying to implicate Nature Boy into, I guess, being a monster, someone who coerced women and did this and that. And again, we're not defending Nature Boy by any means necessary. We're not doing that. What we're trying to do is establish the fact that the women who are a part of his cult were willing participants. These are not victims. I'm tired of people throwing around this victim mentality. I'm tired of people just giving women a pass, and they're not holding these women accountable. These women literally left their families. These women left their jobs. They gave Nature Boy their savings. They gave Nature Boy monies for their various monies that they had saved up. These women willingly gave this man everything, even the men. One particular guy, I'm not sure his name, but I believe he gave Nature Boy over $200,000 or something along that line. If my memory corrects me, there was a particular guy that was a part of his camp that gave Nature Boy over 200 grand. I'm not sure if it's 250 grand. And he gave this to Nature Boy. And it is just sad that all of these individuals, both the men and the women, have always been under mind control. And it's something that people must understand. Now, everything that Nature Boy have done throughout his demonic career on social media is going to be brought out in the courtroom. So it's going to be a really, really nasty sight. Let me see. Is this the video here? Hold on a second. Let me see if this is the video, because I want to. Yeah. Okay. So this is the video here. We're going to talk about that. Let me set this up first so that we're on.
And tonight
right
with a story
page.
you'll
Hold
only see on 11 Alive. Thanks for joining us.
Set this up, and so that we're able to get an understanding of what's happening here, because I don't like how the media spin things. They spin things, and it's one-sided. I don't like when they do stuff like that. This is why social media is very important when you have content creators like myself that understand the history, that is able to break it down to the smallest molecule so that the viewer can understand what's going on. Because Nature Boy isn't the only one that's guilty. His followers is guilty. The men are guilty and the women are guilty. And what's sad about this, ladies and gentlemen, is the fact that no one's really paying attention. You don't see the news media saying that the men were being abused. You don't see that. You don't see the news media saying the men were being abused, they're hurt, they're broken, they were molested. You don't see nobody talking about that, but the men were also violated. You had men that were a part of his club that were violated and touched too. How come nobody's talking about that? How come nobody is making that an issue? How come it's only focused on the women and nobody's talking about the abuse the men also endured? Nature Boy was touching the men as well. He wasn't just touching these women, you know, or graping women. And again, a lot of their content was exposed to the public before any videos leaked. Nature Boy has always been screaming and yelling at his women in videos for many, many years. It's not new. So to the public, it may sound like something shocking, but this has been an ongoing thing. It's how they made money. They used to walk around naked. They would make videos and literally expose themselves to the world. So how does that make you a victim? You know, I just don't get it. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. These are not victims. So again, before we get into this tape here, let me make sure the audio is working. Let me see. Hold on a second.
See on 11 Alive.
Okay, so the audio is good. So what I want to focus on, again, let me take that off. It is, let me see, where is it? Okay, what I want to focus on is this situation here. I think that guy name start with an N. Did it start with an N? The guy that is on the screen with Velvet, her original man. Does his name start with an N? I'm not sure if it start with an N or what. But that guy was the correct guy for her to be with. She left Almec, right? Okay, Almec. Okay, thanks a lot. Appreciate that. So Almec, right? I made videos about this. I was very critical of Almec for even being a part of the cult because I felt that he wasn't standing on business in terms of setting order when Nature Boy took his woman. And, you know, a lot of people felt bad for Almec because he was in love with Velvet. And to know that the whole time while Almec was in the woods with his woman, then Velvet, Nature Boy was putting heavy meat inside of her at the same time. That's right. Nature Boy was putting heavy meat inside of her, guys. There is no way that a woman leaves one guy and goes to the other one so easy unless the other guy was putting heavy meat in her the whole time. So even though Olmec was with her and intimate with her, Nature Boy put heavy meat in her back door, her front door, whatever door she had, those doors were opened up. Do you understand me? The only way, guys, now guys, you have to listen to me very carefully. I know it's upsetting, but the only way you can actually lose your woman is if the other guy is putting heavy meat on your woman deep. You understand? Like if he's going like all the way to the back, I'm talking about he put heavy meat in your woman deep. I'm talking about way back to the point where like in the back part of the sugar walls, he was able to tap into that area and like the meat was able to, I guess, touch the corners, right? If you're getting it in with your woman and you ain't get to put your meat far back in those walls, whatever walls you're in, right? Whatever canal you're sailing down, you get what I mean, right? I'm trying to be as professional as possible because we're reporting the news. So please, if y'all can really bear with me. Nature Boy put the work on Velvet, which caused her to leave her man. And Olmec walked away heartbroken, and it was a very, very sad time. A lot of people were heartbroken, and they felt bad for Olmec because we know that he loved her, but she loved the heavy meat. Now that you got that out the way, Nature Boy ended up impregnating her, gave her a baby. They kept the baby in the woods with them, in the trees, with the fleas, with the tarantulas and the spiders, right? Nature Boy kept these women like this. They were not forced. This is what they did. Nature Boy claimed that he's God Almighty at several times. He claimed that he's God and that he's a savior and how everybody have to worship him. This is what he claimed he is. He had some other name. He used to call himself Tahuti. That's another name he used to go by. I don't know why the news media ain't using that name. But now let's get to the beautiful footage of Velvet, I guess, trying to claim that Nature Boy was a monster and that he did all these evil things. Now, again, we're not here to defend Nature Boy by any means necessary. We're not here to do that. I've exposed Nature Boy in the past. I've tried to warn women to stop following him, but a lot of you ladies, you kept signing up. I had women that used to hit me up on Instagram saying, Ringo, you don't know what you're doing. I'm taking a flight. I'm going to be with Nature Boy. I had women that literally told me that they're going to be with him. These women were not forced. These women were intrigued by this man. For some reason, this guy was bringing women in like a magnet, and they were just falling for the okie doke. So now, let's look at the tape. Let's hear what the media is saying. Let's go.
And tonight with a story you'll only see on 11 Alive. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Ron Jones.
And I'm Jennifer Bellamy. The wife of a reported cult leader wants to tell her side of the story. Eligio Bishop, also known as Nature Boy, remains behind bars tonight, facing charges that include rape. 11 Alive's Paula Suro just finished speaking with his wife, and she joins us live at the DeKalb County Jail where Bishop is tonight. Paula?
Yeah, Jennifer, after 3 years of knowing each other, Velvet Marquez tells me Eligio Bishop forced her to marry him.
No.
Why? She says that he'd tell her that she'd then be forced to bail him out of jail if anything were to happen to him. And of course, today, something quite opposite is happening. She's telling us her side of the story.
I feel that now looking back, I feel that I fell in love with an idea because he pretended to be someone that he wasn't.
Behind this smiling face, Velvet Marquez.
See, first thing first is she's lying, guys. Again, Velvet is a liar. She was with this cult. She participated in this cult. Her father tried on numerous occasions to get his daughter to safety, and it's sad that he ended up passing away. I think the stress of his daughter pretty much led to him, succumbing to any issues he may have been dealing with, because he was trying countlessly through many social media platforms for his daughter to come back home. He offered to pay for her to come back home. He offered to come down and pick her up. He did not want her to be with Nature Boy. And it's like ever since they had the daughter, which looked just like Nature Boy, I think later on, I guess the father and Nature Boy possibly came to some sort of understanding. I don't believe it was like they were friends. I just think that because of the daughter, things just kind of cooled down a little bit. Eventually, she found her way out of the camp and whatnot, and Nature Boy continued to add in new wives. But what I need the public to understand is that Velvet is a liar. She's not innocent. She is also responsible for recruiting women and bringing women and organizing the wives, because she was like the main wife. And she used to argue and fight with other women. We've seen countless videos online where you had Velvet getting upset because Nature Boy favored another woman or wanted to be sexually intimate with another woman, and it was an ongoing thing. This woman was not forced. She was not dragged. She was not coerced. See, this is why when they have this trial with Nature Boy, it should be in the court of public opinion. And it should be that witnesses can come forward and really speak this truth, because most of you out there who've been following the likes of Nature Boy in terms of following the online show, following all of the drama, you're educated in this field. Most of you are professional Nature Boy, what is it, Carbon Nation, Third God community, whatever they want to call themselves. Y'all been following this cult, not necessarily following it as a member, but you've been following it to learn. And a lot of women, believe it or not, been joining because Nature Boy have a way of speaking that put women under a trance. That's the demon that's inside of him. It pulls weak women into the cult. Now, polygyny is totally different from what Nature Boy was doing. Nature Boy is bisexual. Just in case you don't know, a lot of people, they don't have the information. Again, Nature Boy like both women and men. This is something that y'all must understand. You know what I'm saying? There's countless evidence out there that prove this. I have content that is online. I'm gonna have to probably, did I put it on? I don't know if I put it on my Patreon. I'm gonna have to download it from the secret website that I got and publish it on my Patreon. But the thing is, I don't really want to put it on the Patreon because of various issues I recently had. Because if I'm correct, that particular video have some sort of activity, if you know what I mean, in it. And it's not, viewable for all. It's not friendly for all viewing audiences. So I might not put it on the Patreon for that reason. But I might be able to link people from my Patreon to the website where it's actually on, where you'll see Velvet. That's right, Velvet engaging in sexual activity with other women. That's right. Not forcefully. She did this willingly. And Nature Boy enjoyed making his women be intimate with one another. That's not polygyny. A man that have more than one wife do not have orgies. He don't have wives that are sleeping with one another, because that's forbidden according to the Bible. So a righteous man is not engaging in that type of activity. So when you see Nature Boy talking about he's practicing polygamy, that's not biblical polygyny. That's whoredom, because he likes men and women. You understand what I'm saying? The Bible condemns those acts. And the Bible teaches a man to respect his wives in terms of, if he take wives, he have to have them in decency and order. Having your women kissing and licking on each other's bodies, that's not righteous. So when you look at Velvet and her situation, I need for you to understand that she was part of the drama. She was part of the influence. She was part of the image of Nature Boy, because when people saw Velvet and Nature Boy, they saw a power couple. They saw a woman who basically committed adultery, who left her man. Again, ladies and gentlemen of the court of public opinion, this guy right here was her actual husband. And for whatever reason, Nature Boy took another man's wife, similar to what David did in the Bible, where he had another man killed in order to lay with his wife. That is what Nature Boy did, because again, for the court of public opinion, Velvet, during that time, before she got pregnant, right? Before Velvet got pregnant and her melons start to sag, right? Before that took place, before she got pregnant, right? Her melons used to sit up, and it used to be perky and pointy, and Nature Boy saw this, because this is how they used to be. They used to be in the jungle nude. And the women that Nature Boy had, they were cool, but they weren't really as exciting as Velvet. Velvet back then, before she got, pumped up by a demon, she lost her beauty. She lost her glow. She lost everything that was about her that was beautiful. She lost it all. She lost it. I'm just being honest with you. When she was with Olmec, she had a sense of value. You know what I mean? She had a glow that was on her. These things are facts. If you really study the history, you'll know what I'm talking about. But something happened. When Olmec wasn't around, Nature Boy was putting heavy meat on her back, guys. I saw the difference. I saw the changes. I saw her go through a metamorphosis where her body begins to change. Her face began to change. And it is because another man was putting heavy meat inside of her, right? So now, let's get back to the tape and review the footage.
Faced her hardest years next to Eligio Bishop.
He literally held me hostage. He took all of my identification, my passport, my birth certificate, my social, my bank cards, everything, you name it, medical documentations.
She says Bishop, the leader of the so-called cult Carbon Nation, went from spoiling her to abusing her when she got pregnant.
I was forced to engage in sexual activity.
No, you're lying, woman. You're lying. You're lying. You were a part of it. What are you talking about? The public know this. This is why I'm saying, fam. All right, let me start a poll. Let's start a poll. Let me see. Let's start a poll because we got to figure this thing out because she's lying. Let me let it play while it's going.
I did not want to do. I was still strangled on multiple occasions, so I had to willingly engage in these sexual activities because of to keep myself safe. He would abuse me in front of the women.
She had their daughter in 2019, and a year and a half later, she says he forced her to legally marry him in a Las Vegas chapel.
There was no medical attention given to us, so when I actually went into labor, I had to be rushed to the hospital 2 hours away.
For years, the cult would drive and settle across Central America. Velvet says Bishop lived off of other members' PPP loans and life savings. She gave him her $3,000 college fund, while others gave tens of thousands of dollars. And after
okay, so now was Velvet a part of the drama or a victim? Was she a part of the drama or a victim? All right, let's cast your vote. Was Velvet a part of the drama or a victim? A part of the drama. But you know what? I would have to do this a little different because, yeah. All right, I'll put it like this. Was Velvet a victim? Was Velvet a victim? Let's just keep it simple. Was Velvet a victim? Yes or no? So you cast your vote. Was Velvet a victim? Because I don't like how the news media is painting this picture, man. This is really disgusting. And it just goes to show that it's one-sided, man. This woman disrespected her father, fam. This woman disrespected her daddy, bruh. Her daddy used to cry for his daughter. And she disrespected him. And now the man gone. And she looked like her dad. She looked like her pops, fam. This is crazy. She should be going to prison with him, if anything, for recruiting other women. This is sad, man. Let's get back to the tapes.
After 4 tries, she successfully ran away with her daughter with no money but hope.
My child is important. I don't understand how anybody could leave their...
You could see how her face, Nature Boy destroyed that woman, bro. That woman had a sense of value when she was with Olmec, and now her eyes are dark. She has a spirit on her because she already went through the metamorphosis. It's over. She has Nature Boy's spirit in her forever. There's nothing that can change, fam. She's already done. Any guy that get with her is gonna have problems.
Try to be with him or to go live with him.
Now, Velvet tells me she has since received death threats from Eligio and that he even showed up to her family's home in Louisiana just months after she ran away. Jennifer?
Paula, do we know, did she ever try reaching out to law enforcement?
She tells me she did, but it was very hard to track him down because he moves so often running away from law enforcement. But of course, now he is behind bars. Now, we also did speak to a former cult member, and we have her side of the story as well on 11alive.com. Jennifer?
All right, Paula, very involved story here. Thank you so much. Now, we have been following this story closely since Eligio Bishop's arrest. We have much more on the group that he's leading on our website.
See, again, people they're ignoring the facts, ladies and gentlemen. They're ignoring the fact that, yes, Nature Boy's a monster. Yes, Nature Boy abused women. We get it. But the women that were with him were willing participants. That's what I'm trying to establish here. They were not victims. So although Nature Boy is being accused of raping a woman, and it sounds bad and all, I know you're not going to like me, but even that woman was a part of the show. You could call me whatever you want. All of these people are guilty, fam. I don't feel sorry for none of them. All of these people made efforts to go down there knowing there was always drama. Nature Boy always had drama with women that was in his camp. And you would see new women that would come and sign up even after hearing about controversy. Meaning you would have women that would literally say, oh, he abused me. He hit me. He did this, right? He violated me. And then you'll have new recruits that would come in, even though people online are talking about all of the abuse. So you tell me, you know, the women that were a part of his cult were actively involved. They were actively involved. This woman was not coerced. This woman was not threatened in terms of, oh, you got to do this or I'm going to, do this to you. No, she was a willing participant and she endured his abuse because it was normalized. These people were trained like dogs to worship Nature Boy. He would literally make people bow before him. I'm serious. Like, he would literally train his followers that they're to worship him and praise him as God. And they did it. He would tell all the women that they have to sleep with him. He wanted to sleep with everybody's woman in the camp. Because the way it started off first, one guy would have one woman, he would have a woman, he would have a woman. Nature Boy got to the point where he took everybody's woman. If you've been following the saga of Nature Boy and his crazy cult, Nature Boy slept with everybody's woman. Seriously. Nature Boy took all those other guys' women. None of them other brothers that were on his camp had a woman. And when they did, Nature Boy would take that woman from him. Or Nature Boy would have sexual relations with the woman first and break her in, and then he would give her the woman. I've seen videos where Nature Boy passed down women that he done ran through and give her to one of the guys as a reward. Like, okay, now you're allowed to have a woman. This is crazy, man. But hey, get mad with me if you want, but I'm just reporting the news, man. I'm reporting the news. This woman left her man, her husband, to go be with Nature Boy. That guy right there, that was her original husband, y'all. But when Nature Boy put heavy meat on her, she left. She left him, broke his heart, and it was embarrassing for him on social media because everybody was talking about it. Everybody was talking about it. I don't know whatever became of him. Maybe he got his life together and whatnot, but Nature Boy was pumping. I'm talking about pumping Velvet, bro. That's messed up, bro. Imagine you got your woman in the jungle and she naked, and the whole time your man and them watching your woman, bro. And that's what Nature Boy was doing the whole time. See, Nature Boy is a real slickster. He made everybody believe in the jungle life, not because he was living in nature, but so that he could see your woman. Talking about, oh, we got to go back to nature. Nah, that was so that he could see your woman's breasts. And he was looking at Velvet with lust the whole time because, you know, back then, you know, I think Velvet was in her early 20s. So, you know, she was looking real good. She was looking real good. You know? Yellow bone woman with perky breasts. Nature Boy was looking at that and he saw old Olmec. It's like, man, I'm gonna take your woman, bro. Took homeboy girl, put heavy meat on her back, bro. He laid the meat on top of her back. How many of you guys ever did that to a sister, bro? You're like, you about to hit it, and you know what I'm saying? You about to do what to do, and you put your meat on her back. You know, like in the crack, like in her back, and you kind of just like, you slap it like that. That is to make her know that she about to get heavy meat. I'm trying to help you out. You know? So yeah, Velvet took the meat and she forgot about Olmec. She divorced him and went to Nature Boy, fam. It was a really, really sad situation. I feel bad for brother Olmec. We made videos making fun of him and stuff like that. I know I was wrong. I was wrong. You know, I was wrong to make fun of the brother because, I mean, I don't wish that on nobody, man. Imagine your woman legs is in the air, bro. And another man is like sweating bullets, got your woman legs up like this, bro, going in balls deep in your woman, bro.
What you talking about, Willis?
Man, yo, that hurts, bro. That's a painful feeling to know, man. Like you see a vision of your woman with her head like it's hitting the backboard of the bed as bruh man is blowing your woman back out. I don't wish that on nobody, man. You know what I'm saying? Or like you have these visions of your woman giving dude head, bro. Some dudes be crying. They be like, you gave him head. Why you do that for?
Why you gave him head? Why you do that to me? Why did you give him head? Why did you give him head? No, you gave him head. Why did you give him head? Why did you give him head? No!
Yo, man, this is some crazy stuff, man.
Why did you give him head? Why did you give him head last night? Why did you do that for him? What you talking about, Willis?
I mean, like, imagine that, bro. Imagine you come home, fam, from a hard day's work, and you catch your woman in bed, bro. Like you literally walked in, and you saw a dude on top, your woman, her legs wrapped around his head, bro, and he's balls deep. My goodness, bro. I think a lot of you guys, man, you'll be crying in your car, bro. See, a lot of dudes can't handle stuff like that, fam. If you seen something like that face to face, bro, I think a lot of you guys would literally break down and cry. Yo, that's crazy, man. But yeah, man, I don't know. This story is crazy. We're gonna keep updating with this topic here. Guys, be careful because a lot of women do stuff like this. You know, and don't laugh too much because maybe your woman did this already. Maybe your woman did this already, guys. I'm telling you, a lot of women do stuff like this, fam. Their legs be up, bro. You know, don't get mad with me, ladies. If it don't apply, let it fly. If it don't apply to you, don't get mad at me. You know, some of y'all legs be in the air, fam. Like at the end of the day, it be in the air. You know, some of y'all legs be open up in the air at the job. You know, in a car. You know, it is what it is, man. But it can really break a brother down, man, to see his woman getting her back blown out, man. That's a painful thing to see, bro. This is why women cheat on the low, low, low. See, when a woman cheat, you just never know. That's why you got to just pray to God, bro. But at the end of the day, man, it's like, who cares at the end of the day? Like, I mean, what could you do about it? You ain't gonna know either way because that's how it be in the game, bro. It's like, you ain't gonna know, bro, because a lot of these women are dirty in the game, bro. They slick. You know, your woman getting ready to go to work in the morning, she be like,
oh, I'm getting ready to go, so.
But why you got on that perfume for?
Oh, this is old. It ain't nothing.
Why are you dressed like that though? Like, you going to the club or?
No, I'm going to work. Why are you so insecure? You don't trust me. You don't trust me?
It's not that I don't trust you, babe. It's just that, you know, you wearing this fragrance that you never wear for me. You looking good and whatnot. I mean, the only time I see you looking good is when you go to work.
I'll make it up. It's just that, you know, I'm outside. You know, I gotta look good, you know? It is what it is. Anyway, I gotta go to work. I have a long day.
Yeah, sure. I'm sure you do. Have a long day. Pay attention, guys, because they know what I'm talking about. I know how to bring out the truth, guys. You know, it is what it is. A lot of them know what they be doing on the low, low, low. Like I said, fam, when I was on the 9 to 5, bro, I seen some things, man. I seen women that are married, bro. I ain't gonna say too much because I know a lot of people, they know me. They might be watching my videos, but you know, I seen some things, bro. I seen married women on their knees, bro. On their knees, bro. And then you see that man come pick them up and you're like, you see him give her a big old kiss.
What you talking about, Willis?
I used to be amazed. I'm like, damn. If bruh man only know. man. Anyway, y'all, we're gonna get up on out of here, man. I am hungry. I gotta get something to eat. Yeah. Make sure y'all tune into my series, you know what I'm saying? Who the F Snitched on Me. Make sure you check out the series. It's about to get real. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, a lot of people keep asking me about the intro music on my video. I did not produce that song. A lot of y'all keep asking me about, yo, man, yo, could you put the song on such and such so I can get your song? And I'm like, that's not my song, fam. It's a great song. That's why I chose to use it for my intro. You know what I'm saying? Because it kind of represents the things that I talk about. You know, I talk about, you know, focusing on your paper. I focus on being blessed. I focus on being a chosen one as, you know, as people of the Most High, and how life is and various other things. So that song resonates with things that I live by. That's why I chose that song. But for those that want to support that particular artist, this link here, let me see if I can put this thing up here on the screen so that you can support that artist, because the music is from a company called Epidemic Sound. It's a subscription-based service. But the artist's name is Tilden Park. Tilden Park. The song is called No Friend Zone. So that's the link right there. So go there and show that artist some support. When you go there, tell them Ringo sent you. Ringo TV Reactions. Let them know. Let them know you like the song. You know what I'm saying? So support the artist, you know what I mean? Support his work. I think the song is brilliant. It's a definite masterpiece in my opinion. It gives good vibes when I go live. So it's only right that I give the artist a shout out. So if you have some time, go to the artist page and let them know Ringo TV sent you over there. You know, that'll be cool. And it is what it is, because the more we promote that music by me using it, you know what I'm saying, people like it. A lot of people love the song. They're going crazy over the song. Yo, where that song? Yo, what's the name of the song? Ringo, what's the name of the song? Ringo, what's the name of the song? You know, and they keep thinking it's me. I don't want to be taking credit for something that's not mine. So that's the artist that's there. So support that artist. When I do new music, you'll know, because I'll have a music video. If I have any new music, I will have music videos that go along with it, because that's how I like to promote my music. I have new music in the works, so new things are coming. But that particular song that I use for my intro is in the chat. So that being said, guys, we're going to get up on out of here. Appreciate everybody stopping by, right? Okay, let me give a few shout outs here. Let me see. Is it Nasser? Nasser? I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing your name properly, but I appreciate you for your support. Or Nasser. I'm not sure. And shout out to Roxanne. I haven't heard that name in a long time. Roxanne. Shout out to Roxanne for the support. It's not a lot of people named Roxanne. I have an actual relative named Roxanne, that's why. All right. So, we're gonna get up on out of here. It is what it is. Ringo TV Reactions, the #1 reactionary channel on YouTube. We will keep you posted with the saga of Nature Boy. Nature Boy goes to jail. That's right. Nature Boy is being judged by God. Let's get it. Ringo TV Reactions, the #1 reactionary channel on YouTube. It is what it is. Peace and blessings to the mods in the chat. Y'all take care. We'll catch you on the next video. And it is what it is, man. We have a lot of content coming up, a lot of things. Some adventure content is coming up soon too. So stay tuned. I got some content to make, man. Make sure you go check out my series, fam. Who the F snitched on me? Make sure you check it out in the YouTube shorts. Let's go. We out of here. Peace.
If you like our content, consider supporting via Cash App at $Ringo TV Raw. Become a patron on patreon.com for exclusive video content not shown on YouTube. You could also support through PayPal at paypal.me/Ringo TV Raw. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified of new content. Follow me on Instagram at Ringo TV Raw.
This is Ringo TV Reactions, the only channel on YouTube bringing you the truth 100% raw and uncut. I'm out. Peace.